Which is the animal that has no voice? Answer: Giraffe. Which creature that has never died is always alive? Answer: Jellyfish. Turritopsis dohrnii. In which country has the sugar discovered? Answer: India. Which is the most poisonous fish? Answer: Stonefish. Which bird does not make a nest? Answer: Cuckoo. Which bird feeds its babies? Answer: Bats. Which is the animal that emits pink color sweats? Answer: Hippo. Which fruit is called the queen of the fruits? Answer: Lychee. Which is the bird that never sits on the tree? Answer: Pigeon. How much does the blue whale's heart weigh? Answer: about 600 kg. Where does the most sky lightning fall in the world? Answer: in Congo, Africa. Who gets the highest salary in the world? Answer: to the President of America. Which country's president has a one-year term in the world? Answer: Switzerland. Which fruit never has a worm? Answer: banana. Which is the creature that sleeps for 3 years? Answer: snail. Which is the bird that never sets foot on the ground? Answer: chimney swift. Which creature never sleeps? Answer: bullfrogs. How many teeth does a mosquito have in its mouth? Answer: 47. How many teeth does a crocodile have? Answer: 82 teeth. People of which country eat snakes? Answer: China. Which animal can see with closed eye? Answer: skinks. Which animal in the world has 3 eyes? Answer: Tuatara. Which is the animal that sees double anything? Answer: elephant. Which hill that changes its color every day? Answer: Uluru, Ayers Rock, Australia. Approximately how many hairs on a human's head? Answer: about 100,000 to 150,000. Which bird in the world does not have wings? Answer: Kiwi. Which is the organism whose head is beheaded even then it remains alive for weeks? Answer: cockroach. Which animal that cries like humans after being injured? Answer: bear. Which animal have blue blood? Answer: Octopus. Which country started using paper currency first? Answer: China. Which is the flower that weighs up to 10 kg? Answer: Riflesia. Which is the longest grasses in the world? Answer: Bamboo. Which animal has the biggest heart like as a car? Answer: Blue whale. How many players are there in Kabaddi game? Answer: 12 players in each team, but 7 players in each team plays inside the court. What kind of food never spoils even after thousands of years? Answer: Honey. Which bone of human body is stronger than concrete? Answer: Thigh bone. What is the height of Qutub Minar? Answer: 72.5 meter. Which animal is called the sheep of the desert? Answer: Camel. Which part of the human body that grows from birth to old age? Answer: Nose and ear. What is the maximum distance a man can shout? Answer: maximum 180 meter. How many days after birth does a human child learn to laugh? Answer: after 1 month. Which country has no agriculture? Answer: Singapore. Which is the organism that has a heart in its head? Answer: shrimps. Which is the organism that has a stomach in its head? Answer: shrimps. Which planet has 1 day longer than a year? Answer: Venus. Which animals cannot go backwards? Answer: Kangaroos. Why does a judge break the nib of the pen after awarding a death sentence? Answer: because no one can be another judgment again with that pen. Which is the world's smallest bird? Answer: Hummingbird. Which country has the largest post offices in the world? Answer: India. How long can a frog stay in water without breathing? Answer: 4 to 7 hours. What is the thing that burns even in water? Answer: sodium and potassium. What is one thing which is 2 kg if dry, 1 kg if wet, and 3 kg if burned? Answer: sulfur. How many days can a person wake up continuously? Answer: 264 hours or 11 days. How many scents can your nose feel? Answer: about 50,000. How long does food take to go from mouth to stomach? Answer: 7 seconds. How much does a person's body lose weight after dying? Answer 21 grams. What is the fruit which contains 25% air? Answer apple. Which is the animal that can never jump? Answer elephant. Which is the brightest star in the night sky? Answer Sirius star. Which city became a capital of India for just one day? Answer Allahabad. Who has 39 wives and 94 children? Answer Ziona, Chana, Mizoram, India. How long does it take for sunlight to reach the earth? Answer 8 minutes 30 seconds. Which country has 3 capitals? Answer South Africa. Which is the animal that can see in 2 different directions at the same time? Answer chameleons. Who is the richest person in the world in 2020? Answer Jeff Bezos, Amazon CEO. What is the most used password in the world? Answer 123456. Which is the most expensive fruit in the world? Answer Ivory king. Which is the organism that eats anything from its feet? Answer butterfly. Which is the fastest speed in the world? Answer light. Which is the organism that can hold its breath for 6 days? Answer scorpions. If a person weighs 60 kg on earth, then how much will that person weight on the moon? Answer 9.9 kg. Which was the first website in the world? Answer Info.cern.ch. White colored elephants are found in which country? Answer Thailand. Which is the fruit whose seeds outside in the fruit? Answer strawberry. Where is the smallest bone in the human body? Answer steps in the air. Who is the only player in the world to take 6 wickets in 6 balls in a single over of cricket? Answer Al Carey, Australia. Which is the animal that can clean its ear with its tongue? Answer loons and grapes. How many teeth are there in the mouth of an elephant? Answer 26 teeth. Which animal in the world that gives both milk and eggs? Answer platypus, Australia. Which village in India where houses are without doors? Answer Shani Shinganapur, Maharashtra. Which country in the world that does not have any army? Answer Iceland. Which animal that can digest even an iron nail? Answer crocodile. Which is the animal that smells from a distance of 12 miles or about 19 kilometers of water? Answer: elephant. Which country has no capital? Answer: Nauru. Which is the country where there is only 40 minutes of night? Answer: Norway. How many megapixels does the human eye have? Answer: 576 megapixel. Which part of the eye is used in eye donation? Answer: cornea. Which country in the world has never been enslaved by anyone? Answer: Nepal. Which is the creature that cannot move its tongue? Answer: crocodile. What is the most commonly used letter in English alphabet? Answer: E. Which is the creature that can turn its head and look backward? Answer: owl. Which animal is that when sad it gives off colored sweat? Answer: hippo. How many liters of blood is in the body of a normal healthy man? Answer: 4.5 liters to 5.5 liters. What is the bird that eats stones too? Answer: ostrich. In which country you cannot wear blue jeans? Answer: North Korea. How long does it take to reach the moon? Answer: 3 days. Which bird has the largest egg? Answer: ostrich. If there is no atmosphere, what will be the color of the sky? Answer: black. Thank you for watching this video and share this video to all of your friends, students and kids. And also don't forget to subscribe my helpful general knowledge YouTube channel.